Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Now the yarn I've used for this next stitch, this little pattern, is Lime Brand Ice Cream, and this one is called Cookies and Cream. I really like this one, it's really pretty. Now what it does is, I like using variegated yarn because it actually shows you what the stitch could look like in different colours. It's really pretty. Now this is a tiny little cluster. It's called Little Diamonds because you end up with little diamond patterns throughout your work. You get a nice peaked edge, so you don't even need to do a border with this. It is really pretty. It's a stitch count of 4 and then you'll add an extra 2 stitches. So I'm going to show you how to do this pretty little diamond pattern. Now you can use any yarn you want for this little diamond pattern. I'm going to do a slip knot and put it on my hook. Now if you can't do a slip knot, you can just put your hook down and tie it on. Just tie your yarn on, as long as you don't tie it too tight. Now we're going to do our stitches in sets of 4. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do as many sets of 4 as you want, then we'll add an extra 2 stitches. So I've done a little sample. Now you're going to add an extra 2 stitches, 1 and 2. Now into the second stitch in the chain, you're going to do a UK double crochet. If you're in the USA, that's a single crochet for you. It's the same stitch, it just has a different name for it. So right into there and do a double crochet. We're going to chain 2, 1, 2. Now into that same stitch, the same stitch where you put that double crochet, you're going to put 2 UK treble crochets. So into that stitch and do 1 and 2, all into that same stitch. You're going to skip 3 stitches, 1, 2, 3. Then you're going to do a double crochet, 2 chain, 1, 2, and 2 treble crochets, all into the same stitch again. That's 1 and 2. It's almost like you're working your yarn up on the side like this. So skip 3, 1, 2, 3, then you'll do a double crochet, 2 chain and 2 treble crochets, all into the same stitch. So straight into that stitch, 1 double crochet, 2 chain and 2 treble crochets into the same stitch, 1 and 2. Skip 3, 1, 2, 3, then do your double crochet, 2 chain and 2 treble crochets into that same stitch. Skip 3, 1, 2, 3, start with your double crochet, chain 2, 1, 2, and put your 2 treble crochets in that same stitch as your double, 1 and 2, all the way along the length of your chain. You're going to skip 3, 1, 2, 3, and into your last stitch do that cluster again. So double crochet, 2 chain and 2 treble crochets into that last stitch, 1 and 2. So that's your first row done. You're going to chain 1 and turn your work, and into there you're going to do a double crochet right into that very first stitch. You're going to chain 2, 1, 2. Now around that chain here, so you've got your 2 trebles and you've got that chain, you're going to put your 2 treble crochets around that chain. So yarn over, 1 and 2. So what you're going to do now is, this is your next cluster and that's your chain. Now into that stitch at the top of the chain, at the top of that treble crochet, you're going to do a double crochet. Chain 2, 1, 2, and then do 2 treble crochets around this chain. 1 and 2. Move along to the next cluster, to the next chain, double crochet into the top, so you're right at the top of that treble crochet. Do a double crochet, chain 2, and go twice around that chain with your treble crochets. 1 and 2. Move to the next cluster and there's the chain. So at the top of that treble crochet, put a double crochet in, chain 2, 1, 2, and in around the chain space, around that chain, put your 2 treble crochets. 1 and 2. And you get these little diamonds. So move to the next one, there's the chain and there's the treble crochet, so into the top of that one do your double crochet, chain 2, 1, 2, and then around that chain put your 2 trebles, that's 1 and 2. Move to the next one, double crochet into that treble crochet there before the end where the chain is. There's your chain, chain 2, and into that chain put your 2 treble crochets. So move to the next cluster and into the top of that treble, it's almost like the top peak here, put your double crochet, chain 2, and around that chain put your 2 treble crochets, 1 and 2. When you get to the end, you're going to put a double crochet into the top here, into that little peaky part, chain 2, 1, 2. Now you're only going to put 1 double crochet around at the end, just 1 double crochet around. I'm going to chain 1 and turn. So into that chain space you do 1 double crochet. You're going to chain 2, 1, 2, and around that chain put your 2 treble crochets, 1 and 2. And it gives you this nice little peak on the end here. So you're moving across to your cluster again. That's the chain and that's the top of the treble crochet. So you're going to put a double crochet in there, chain 2, 1, 2, and go around that chain. And that's what you're going to repeat row after row. 1, 2, skip over to your cluster, there's the chain and there's the top of the treble crochet, So into the top of the treble crochet, do a double crochet, 2 chain, and around that chain put your 2 treble crochets in. Should be a double crochet down there, I think I said treble. So jump over to your next cluster. So you're skipping that treble there, and into the top of this one put your double crochet, chain 2, and around the chain space put your 2 treble crochets in, 1 and 2. Work along to the end. So when you're at your last one, you're going into the top of that treble crochet, chain 2, and put 1 around that chain, just 1 at the end, chain 1 and turn, and straight into there to your double crochet, chain 2, and around that chain you're going to put 2 treble crochets. So again, jump over to where that little point is. So you've got a treble crochet here and a treble crochet there. Into the top of that second treble crochet, do a double, chain 2, and then 2 trebles around the chain, and that's the row you'll keep repeating. You'll just keep repeating that row. Jump over to your next one, a double crochet into the top of that treble, chain 2, and twice around the chain. And if you're in the USA, this is a double crochet for you. So you've got a treble crochet next, into the top of that second one, chain 2, 1, 2, and just 1 treble crochet around that end. And again, one more time, chain 1 and turn, right into that bottom stitch, do a double crochet, chain 2, 1, 2, and put 2 treble crochets around the chain. Move to your next peak, 2 chain and 2 treble crochets, and that's the row. You'll just keep repeating that row until your little piece of work is as big as you want it to be, and you get these beautiful little diamonds. It turns into like a little diamond pattern within this one. It's really pretty. Now I'll show you the other one that I've got here. Now this is the one that was done in that ice cream yarn. You can see in that dark colour. It is so pretty, and it's really easy. Really easy. So give it a try. I'm sure you'll like this one. So thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe to the channel. If you haven't subscribed already, click on the subscribe button and follow the few directions, and then click on the bell icon, and YouTube will tell you when I put up another tutorial. And when you subscribe to this channel, you can subscribe to any channel on YouTube. So until the next time, happy crafting, and I'll see you all again soon. Goodbye.